Where are we going? This way. I don't see a Hu Tao. There she is. Oh, she's with Farina. No! Is that who I think it is? No way! No way! Am I imagining things?
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else
Poor
they
dog.
have with tea? That's right,
Oh,
dim sum!
enough with the dim sum.
Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here.
Why are you looking at food and tea? We're supposed to be looking for Hu Tao. Why are you getting distracted?
Paimon's not.
It is
saying
Zhongli!
things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
I want to see the interaction between the two archons. Whoa! Judging based on the head, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Let's go, let's go!
Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Wanna make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for
What
the
can
right
you give
price.
me?
Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
Okay, 1, I still feel like congee is the food you eat when you're sick, not just normally, though that's a cultural thing. 2, 3 bowls. Lady, I get through 1 and that's about it. 3, who the fuck is paying for your portion, Paimon? Because you certainly don't have any more.
Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets
Well, stop talking and let's
things
go.
are pretty tame.
Come on, you're dragging this out,
Decided then.
Paimon.
Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Nah, I vote for Hustle Hu Tao.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
I'd say we're both wrong and it's Farina doing the talking. Let's go, 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 go. I want to hear. Get in there, traveler.
Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
That is like terrifying. That's nightmare fuel.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
Why does everybody say that they're lucky when they see me?
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Every meeting with you is serendipitous, Zhongli.
Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I've keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting.
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
Indeed, we spent some time together. Well, actually, no, Traveler was with him for part of the event.
I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
Don't talk to me, talk to Zhongli. I want to see you two interact.
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
She is both of those things.
Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy lantern
Aw,
rite.
happy lantern rite, Farina.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yes! Land number 5. I had to count on my quest.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
Is it because... Why are we not touching on the Archon thing? Everybody knows it. Wasn't a secret.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
Oh! It's Zhongli's identity that nobody... sorry, I was thinking from the Farina perspective of like, everybody knows she was the Archon. Like, hello, she advertised it actively. Like, that's a normal thing. Why are we just going over the celebrity angle? And then I'm like, oh, it's Zhongli who no one knows is the ex-Archon of Liyue. Got it. Damn it. These two never met, so I can't have this really cool conversation between the two of them. Rip. There goes my hopes and dreams.
Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom.
Can't he let her know on the sly? Like, hey, we both come from the same way. No? Okay.
I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration.
And he stands before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of whatever it is he's looking for.
There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
Can't he just bloody tell her? It's not like it's a contract that he can't say it.
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Yes, he's a very considerate man.
No. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
What is she? An old woman? Ayah. Young people don't say that.
Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
Everybody knows Verena.
You may not have heard, friends, but
Miss Hu Tao.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Oh no.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
You've been storing Mora in secret? And I've been paying for your food all along? Treachery!
What's this about winning something?
It's about the... Yep, you'll find out.
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It was Paimon's idea.
Nuh-uh.
She's just pointing at her.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
You are a hustler to your core. Yes, you know me.
That I do,
And
my friend.
I know you. It's more important to the situation.
What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
Well, you're not exactly local.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Sad face.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
Ha! You see? Paimon was right too. Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine. Keep your secret stash then. But Lunara will remember this.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
That doesn't change anything. Buy my own damn bowl.
As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
What about Zhongli? He was also part of the bet. And Farina, for that matter. I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want. Ew, why?
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Are you, well... Hold on. Farina's not mortal, though. Is she? Is she consigned to live a mortal life now? I don't recall if she's mortal or not. Regardless of the state of her mortality, are you versed in Fontainian funeral rites? Because I'm not sure that she wants Leo in funeral rites, which seems to be your specialty.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question.
Which is?
Something happen recently, Farina?
Oh, the shouting.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we happened to run into Navian Khalend.
Well, you know, with you
Oh.
enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
Chest! I was actually thinking, maybe who would she actually know who would be having a funeral? That she doesn't have friends, per se. But also true.
Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
But there'd still be Leo in design, no?
Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now.
Jesus.
Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You think you might even call it a breath of fresh terror. Oh dear.
Hey, that's pretty
It
good.
was terrible.
I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Please don't.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral Parlor?
Seems like a stretch.
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
It was Novelette.
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Very impressive, my friend.
Wait,
Your guessing
hold up.
game is spot on today.
Was Zhongli with her? So Zhongli met Novelette and I didn't fucking see it? Oh, this game. No. Oh, I thought we were going to do a flashback. I was like, yes! No. We're never going to see that meeting ever. You tell everyone about your encounter with Navi and Clarendon on top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Verena's face is enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all.
So, were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know?
Yes, spiritually.
So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend,
What about him?
he doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
Does that mean he didn't meet Zhongli? It was just Hu Tao? Great, there's still thought of a future.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
Good. There's time yet, guys. There's time yet to witness this grand meeting. And if it doesn't happen, I am going to personally go over to China and no, okay, that's a bit of an excess. But seriously, it needs to happen, miHoYo. Get on it.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting.
That's his normal clothes.
It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
He doesn't understand the meaning of vacation, Hu Tao.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Has Zhongli met Novelette before? I dare say they haven't. So I'm speaking historically. I don't think he would have any reason to have met him.
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Verena were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
It feels like at this point that miHoYo was doing this deliberately.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort
He
of
is,
guy.
very much.
I actually think you two would have hit it off.
It would have been the best discussion ever.
Is that so?
Don't worry, you're both going to live very long lives. I'm sure you'll run into each other at some point, although they've both lived hundreds of years and not run into each other. But I suppose Zhongli's only now getting out and about, having given up just the position of Archon. Judging by how Zhongli is acting and taking into consideration Novelette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Wait, out of respect for Novelette or because he's distrustful of a dragon? Oh, I see. We just move on. It is what it is. It's truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
You better meet at some point or I'll know why.
That's right. She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
It's not my fault this game throws people at me every 2 seconds and that we're friends within 2 seconds of meeting each other. I have a certain charm about me, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit.
Haven't we tried that before?
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time.
I think it would mean more to him if you told him that.
Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
I'm not well versed on the biology of clams, but I'll take your word for it.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
Does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
Is anybody going to tell her that he's the magistrate? He's the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right.
Not uptight so much as tightly sprung. I would consider them two different things.
In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize.
He is prioritizing for him.
It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
He's a lot older than you are, dear.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hutao.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Oh, it's Navia and Clorand. Hey, over here!
They came off the hill.
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine.
Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. We really do bring people together, don't we? Although in saying that, half these people brought themselves together without me. Vital's eyes light up when she hears about Colin's profession. Ooh. I'm sure she'd enjoy that. But a quick explanation for Farina and Navia seems to dispel any of her more misguided ideas.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed.
I like how small this globe is, that they can go from Fontaine to, Liyue for a day trip.
Then, Miss Farina,
Are you coming back with them?
Oh, yes?
when are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
She's not doing it because she needs to. She's doing it because she's a nice person.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel
She's
home
the F
together if
word.
they run into each other on the road.
Aww.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
I mean, that was unnecessary, Hutao.
8 paths converge in
my
a wood.
word.
Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, I mean friends! Please take me with you!
What a turn of events.
Of course.
Farina.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I'm sure Zhongli feels the same way.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
It's a specific type of snack. It's not even a snack, it's a food.
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
I don't think you're gonna find the kind of sweets you're used to, Farina, here in Liyue. They're of a very different variety.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Clorinda's getting a souvenir for Risley. You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Clorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sigewin.
Aw, she even thought about Sigewin.
Clorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Good, she's saving money.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
Yeah, because your budget's really high. What about you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's...
Oh.
Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
He's not that kind of dragon, Paimon.
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for
He's
us.
such a sweetheart.
I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
Is he gonna stay and drink tea with Risley?
Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Yeah, but she actually personally knows the man. You kind of don't.
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him. Right, Zhongli?
The shade.
Indeed.
Just blandly agrees. Ah.
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the
Yeah.
Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
Yeah.
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Don't care.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin. If there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual. He barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed." If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
He's barely 30 in appearance. Surely.
Is that so? I jest.
That was brilliantly done.
Given its distance from the city, Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity. I apologize for making you worry.
I see. What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Out of mind, out of sight. Different worlds should not collide.
Wow, you are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
He hit us with an indeed. Haha. Anyway. Pew. Before I forget about it.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
No. And then, where is the one that was on top of the house? Where on earth were we? I'm not gonna be able to find it. I only saw it in the cutscene. I didn't see it in person. I want to say it was this one. Oh, there it is. How the fuck do I get up there? Climbing the mountain would be quicker at this rate. Might be able to climb this one if we're lucky. Doesn't overhang overly much. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay. What about the wall? Does the wall overhang? No. Ah! God damn it. Whoop. Okay. I think we can go this way, actually. I think we can make it. Worst case scenario, we just climb the wall. We made it! Woo!
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Again, no. Now, where is the CD? CD over this way somewhere. CD! I've lost the Sealy. Where is he? He's just disappeared. Where is he? Oh, hello. I guess I can look for you. Can't find the Sealy, so, you know. This is the only terrace. Where on earth has he gone? Am I crazy? Anyway. Vasily doesn't want to expose himself to me. Fine. I will figure a way to get on top of this homestead. Not that I know that this thing is on top of the homestead, but you know. Seems it's a good bet. Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's go this way. Not sure how to get there from here. Let's see what happens when we get up here. Really? No. Twit. This is just gonna be awkward. Yeah, that way. If I can't climb that though, I just... Although, I might be able to climb this front side. Because I think the front side has a flat... Yeah, I can climb this bit here. Ah, fudgesicles. Oh, she's doing it! Oh, thank God for that. I thought she failed. Thanks, Yumia. Can I see anything from up here? Like the elusive Sealy? No. Sounds about right. Ooh! Actually, no, there are more terraces. There are more terraces. It could be this way somewhere. That way? Wasn't he near a challenge? Or was something else? Was it a treasure chest? The treasure chest was near the challenge. No, I should have seen him by now if he was going to be here. Drat it all. Was he in the back corner? Mr. Seeley, you're eluding me. Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see him at all. There are a lot of tabs on my screen. Oh well, let's go look for Neverlet's over in Fontaine at the Opera Bigles. That's a long way to run, you know?